Picked up that Dark Knight Rises today from Tarjay. I contemplated on getting it, didn't think about it. My boy, we both went out there. He bought a copy. He had that baller Target discount, so I picked it up too. I didn't even see the movie yet, so that's what's crazy about it. I didn't really like the first one. To me, they was trying too hard and they revamped it. Second one, I like a lot. And this one I didn't see yet, so I can't tell you how it is. Oh, we went to Best Buy first, and they had it for, what was it? I think the best deal was actually Walmart. Their pre-order kit. It came with the little skull and the mask and all that for $24, and it came with the Blu-ray DVD combo. Probably most sure likely it was the Ultraviolet as well. That's just one thing that's weird is it doesn't say that it offers the digital copy, which it does. It just doesn't say it, which is odd. It kind of threw us off at Best Buy. But I don't know if that was a mistake on their part when they were marketing them. But I think the best deal I think honestly was probably the Walmart deal. I should have took it. They actually went pre-orders like months before the movie came out. That's actually what I did before. That's when Blu-rays, when the other Batman, the last one came out, Dark Knight. That's when Blu-rays like did the whole drop. That was when the recession hit. Actually, what was almost a year after the recession, and Blu-rays dropped down to from $34, $35 to about $20. That's how much I paid for the last one. That's pretty much how much I paid for this one. So I don't see myself playing no more than 20. Like I buy most of my Blu-rays used from the flea markets, or I get them on Amazon when you get like a deal, $7 or $8. I don't pay. This is the second expensive Blu-ray I bought, and it's Batman. I never pay $20 for no other Blu-ray. This is not worth it to me. And I only get like movies like this, like action movies, things of that nature, to pay full price, brand new. But let's see what's inside. Oh, got some codes and keys over there on that side. Got the movie. Which one is this? This the special features disc. And this says Dark Knight Rises as well. See which ones is which. Obviously, the first movie's got to be the movie. Yeah, this ain't no Blu-ray. That's the Blu-ray right there, dog. That 50 gigs of space. All kinds of gigs. Oh. Anyways, that's my purchase. I gotta check out this little app and see how you do this whole cloud thing. Might as well take advantage of it. Bang. It seems to me like Blu-rays have their existence, their popularity went faster than any other technology. Like, what I mean is, like, Blu-rays should have been still really expensive how they were like when they first came out, but with the whole streaming thing and cloud services and all that type of stuff, it's actually competing with Blu-rays. So, and now that you can digitally stream HD content, the need for the actual case of a Blu-ray is unnecessary. Not to mention, well, they take up a lot of space, but Blu-ray dropped down in price real quick. Like, when the whole HD Blu-ray thing was going on, my opinion was that HD, I know it was hard for both companies, they were battling each other, but I just think that, they should have both stayed out, and then, been HD should have just been trying to be the cheaper model, like dumbing their prices down, instead of trying to compete with Blu-ray, which they couldn't, and they lost. But I don't know. I think they should have kept them both because at that time, HD was really not that. People didn't have the TVs and anything to get the full just the 1080p anyway. So that's why I say they should have kept both of them, and HD should have just been like the cheaper brand, cheaper model, lower price. But anyways, I'm gonna go through some of my Blu-rays that I got. Go over
Some of my Blu-ray collection. Like I said, I'm not really. I only get certain movies, and if I find them at a deal, I'll get it. Not really into getting like, comedies or things of that nature. I'm more so like movies like Troy 300 or movies like that I would prefer to have. Not really dramas or things of that nature. More action movies, or if it's like one of my favorite movies, I'll get it on Blu-rays. And most of my Blu-rays, like I said, I bought used. I didn't buy too many brand new from the store, except Dark Knight. But Dark Knight Rises, I just purchased. I have right here. I bought used for $5. The Town. I got something else with this. I don't know what I got, but it's not. It didn't come with the proper case. Bought this for $5. The Town. Ben Affleck. That annoying bootleg accent, but the movie was actually decent. I liked it. Got this from the thrift store, Flight of Phoenix. I think I paid like $3.99 plus tax. This was an alright movie. It was a good survival type movie. Then I bought The Dark Knight on Blu-rays. This is the first movie I've purchased brand new. I actually pre-ordered this like months before it even came out from Amazon. That was like one of my first big orders from Amazon. Was this? I paid $20 for it through there. And this is at the time where Blu-rays were still trying to be $35. I wasn't about that life. Oh, one of my favorite movies, Apocalypto. I most definitely bought this used at the thrift store for like no price on it. I probably bought like two for like 10 or two for 15. I like this movie a lot. Even though the movie is mad inaccurate, like they're supposed to be the Mayans, but they're acting like the Aztecs. The damn animal is supposed to be a panther. A jaguar, but they use a freaking panther, which is all black. Jaguars, as you know, are yellow and black. So, like, Mel Gibson did a horrible job with this movie, as far as it making sense. But the movie part of it, him going back trying to save his family, that was mad cool. But there were mad flaws in this movie. I know the people, like, they use a bunch of Mexicans to make the movie, and a lot of the descendants of the Aztecs or whatever, they were upset and they sued Mel Gibson because the movie does depict them improperly. The movies made them seem like these were the Mayans, and they were like cannibals and all that, and the Aztecs weren't. So I don't know. I still like the movie. It's quiet. It's cool. This movie is not a great movie, but I still like the theme. I like the era of time. I like era movies. That's just my thing. Predictable as hell. Corny with the white dude being there. But then again, it's like he's supposed to be a Viking and he ended up with the natives. That's why he ended up looking out, protecting them. Again, the movie's not great, but it's like I love the scene, and I love the movies that go back in history like that. I picked up Wally, because this is when I think this probably was my first Blu-ray. Literally, I think I did actually purchase this one too, 3-disc digital copy. It was great. My little cousins, they came over and watched it like 50 million times. It's an alright movie. Pixar. It's mad weird. No talking really throughout the whole movie. Shows us a reality of how Americans are getting fat and lazy, and we depending on too much other stuff. Good cartoon. That's why Blu-rays, like I really want to step up my cartoon collection a little bit. Like Open Seasons, all three of those I would like to get eventually. The Incredibles, I would like to get on Blu-ray too. Step that up for my little brother and my cousins. 300. Again, another movie I liked a lot, even though it was full of inaccurate history data, but it's not based off, it's based off the novel, so there's a lot of nonsense in it, but just a war movie in the time. Of course, it didn't go down literally like that. There weren't just 300 men. They had a lot of other people who helped them. It didn't go down like the movie says, but I still like it. One of the funniest things in the movie was when he came at these fruitcakes, the Greeks, when he said the Athenians are the boy lovers and whatever, and because they were at war between the Romans and the Athenians, and he said that they were boy lovers, but like so were the freaking Roman soldiers. They were all fruitcakes. They all were pedophiles. When he tried to make it seem like the Romans weren't about that life, they were too, and that was so inaccurate in the movie. Greece was the city, and you had the Romans and you had the Athenians all together in the same spot, and they were, at war, had beef with each other. But I don't know, the movie. It was just odd to me that he said that, trying to knock them for being fruitcakes, but they were also as well. This movie was a definite disappointment. It kept it real about the whole fruitcakeness, and I didn't even watch it. I tried to. It was too fruity for me. One thing too about Alexander the Great is he didn't conquer the whole world. He didn't conquer Africa. He wasn't about that life. He conquered most of the world, but not the entire world. And I'm pretty sure there's a reason why he was scared to go over to that side of town. But again, he was a fugazi, just like them. He's a fruitcake, and actually showed in this movie and kept it real. Gangs of New York, I like the movie because era movie back in the days, shows you what it was supposed to have been like, back in that time in history. Of course, the love story was kind of corny. He went tripping over a whore. Terrible. Typical Mangina movie, but I like the movie. Even though people with my complexion didn't make it last too long in this era of time. Taken, I bought this definitely from the thrift store for like, I think 2 for 15, I think. I don't know which one I bought with it, but this was an excellent movie. I didn't see part 2 yet. I'm probably eventually going to get it on Blu-ray as well, but I'm not going to buy it brand new. Have these types have some type of deal. I'm not going to pay more than $10 for it. Great movie. Inglourious Bastards. Didn't even see it yet. I think I bought this with Taken from the flea market. Didn't watch it yet. Quentin Tarantino, Behind Enemy Lines. This was like, I remember this came out. I was in college, and it came out during then. After watching this movie, I knew that Owen Wilson would never do a serious movie again. Like, even though I liked the movie and it was predictable and whatnot, but I liked the movie a lot. But for some reason, I just could tell that he wasn't a serious actor. Like, his nose was just funny looking. Like, he's just silly. His comments. I knew that from the first time I watched this movie that he wasn't like a serious drama or action type of actor. And he's done pretty much nothing but comedy since this movie. And it's just like, it was right up his alley to be into comedy movies. I don't know. It was a good movie. Day After Tomorrow. Love this movie. You got the surround sound going and got you a nice 1080 Pizzle TV. The snow, the atmosphere, love it. Of course, it's completely unrealistic, and I live in New York, and I probably would have been dead during this film because all of West New York was gone underneath that. But I like the movie. I didn't pay but a couple bucks for this. I know, not even $5. I don't think I paid for this. It says 15, but I know I didn't pay that much for this movie used. Full Metal Jacket, the classic. I bought this from the thrift store as well. No, I bought this from the flea market. And I had to pay no more, like, it had to be one of the packages where I got like 2 for 15. Classic movie right here though, worth it. Body of Lies, I like this movie a lot. To me, this movie and another movie that I should have down here somewhere eventually are like, they're almost the same type of movies. They're like, verbatim, same themes and all that, but they both were good in their own ways. This is a good movie. It's a real good movie. I like it a lot. Inception. I bought this used from the thrift store. Didn't buy it brand new. And it looked better when I got it though. Better condition. And I think I paid $10 for this. And it was only $10. Well, yeah, I paid like $10 for this. It wasn't. I think it wasn't open when I bought it either, from the flea market, and it was like 15 or something, 20 in the store. So I had to grab it. A dream within a dream within a dream. All that kind of got corny towards the end, but it's still the first time watching. It was real suspenseful. That whole scene with the whole when they were doing in Russia, I think, going to the bunker. Like that whole scene reminded me of like Modern Warfare 2. Out in the snow, it's cold. The scenery is beautiful. Everybody got the white suits on. You know, kind of like this scene too from Shooter, where he's in the mountains before the end of the movie, and he's trying to snipe. Like just those type of scenes like that, it can make a whole movie. And that kind of reminded me of a video game towards the end of this movie. I think I haven't even watched it twice yet, though. I watched it once. Everybody else watched it a whole bunch of times. Book of Eli, good movie. I ain't even gonna front. I didn't know he was. I realized, like, you know, things were clicking, that he was blind. But I didn't get it until towards the middle of the movie. Like, when he was with the chick in the house and they both, you know, were, like, trying to make noise to see each other. It dawned on me, like, wait a minute, but I didn't catch on totally. I can admit that. I didn't catch on totally. Probably because, like, I didn't pay attention to it a lot either when I first watched it. But, good movie. A lot of people get it twisted thinking it's about, you know, preserving the Bible. But if you look at the end of the movie, it wasn't just the Bible. They had the Quran and they had that one Indian religious book. It was about preserving everything still, not just the Bible, but which is odd. But it had all the three major holy books at the end of the movie that you've seen that they had rewritten. Kind of, it's deep thought though. Show you how, you know, how people did try to use religion to control people and knock people out. Hurt Locker, great film. The sound in this movie, which is what she won the award for. She beat her husband Kirk Cameron out for that whack Avatar, which is just Dances with Wolves and Pocahontas all in the same film. That movie was terrible and people gave it way too much credit. The only difference between Dances with Wolves and Avatar is the natives in Dances with Wolves were red and natives in Avatar were blue. Only difference. That movie was trash. The plots, everything from the plot, the whole theme of that movie sucks. This was a way better movie. I say so. That's why his wife beat him. Perfect sound. Watching this with the 7.1 or not, I don't think it's 7.1 ready, but 5.1 surround sound. Got to turn the volume up. The sound in this is more important than the actual visuals. Great. The one scene in the movie where he's out in the desert and he's popping at they're popping at the snipers. That was an excellent film. Like, it's hard to get an entire good sniper movie, but that was a great scene because it's like real intense, and you know they had to play the head games and they had to wait and make sure everybody was gone. Great film. Like, this is like goes along with Body of Lies. I bought these when Blockbuster was going out of business. I think I paid $10 for 2 movies. I bought a lot of these when they see these containers. They were from Blockbuster when they went out of business up north where I live at. We only have like a handful left. But this is another excellent movie. This and Body of Lies, they came out not that far apart from each other, and they're both great films. Don Chino did a good job. The ending of it was kind of weird, but overall I think it was a good movie. One of my top 10s, definitely. Robin Hood with your man Russell Crowe, and you already know what it was. It was a great film. Long, like I said, I love era movies. I love that whole time in the centuries around the knights and the kings. I like that era the most out of all historical eras. And Robin Hood speaks for itself. I bought this from Blockbuster 2 when it was on its way out the door. And last from here, another Russell Crowe movie, Gladiator. Another great film, another era movie. Everybody saw this movie. You know it nominated for winner of 5 Academy Awards. Everybody know about this movie. It's great. Great films. Like I said earlier when I was talking about Batman, my goal was to go back and try to find an HD player for really cheap and just get a whole crap load of movies. and that didn't work out because apparently other people had that same idea. Because I was certain movies I didn't want to re-get on Blu-ray or HD, so I was thinking like, man, if I bought these from Blockbuster when they were going out of business for like a few bucks. No, actually, this came from Troy. This is another one of these movies where the guy's a fruitcake, but in real life he would have been, but in the movies they didn't show him. They actually show him with a woman, not a little boy, which would have been more accurate depiction of that era and that time. But you know, again, historic, like a lot of these movies are kind of misleading on the true culture of how they really went down, but they're just action films. They're not like a real depiction of history. This is Greek mythology anyways, but my goal was to get, all these type of movies like Troy 300, Gladiator, Apocalypto, all those type of movies on Blu-rays or HD, and it didn't happen because it seemed like everybody else was trying to do that too and go out there and get a bunch of these and the players. And you can even, I was looking on Amazon at the time and I could barely find them. I did want to get all the Born Supremacies on HD actually. That was like my major goal because it's like they were actually cheaper because they were cheaper than buying them on regular DVD. So my PC does have a Blu-ray HD burner, but for some reason the HD software is out of whack and it's not working. I'm pretty sure they're not going to ever try to update it or fix it, so I'm SOL, but eventually I will try to get, if I can find a cheap one, it's worth it. I went to the thrift store, I keep saying that, if I went to the flea market and they had a player, he wanted like $200. It came with like 20 movies. All the movies were trash, all romantic comedies and stuff like that. No action movies at all. And he wanted 200. He wanted like almost $200 for it. I'm like, hell no. I told him I'd give him $50 for everything, but I just walked away because it wasn't a necessary buy. It wasn't something I needed right there. But dude was trying to hit me in the head. I'm like, nah, I'm not paying freaking $200 for a bunch of chick flicks. And, if it had more action films, if it had all these, and it might have had one or two good movies I actually did want to get, but it wasn't worth it. So eventually I'll maybe find one and find a whole bunch, have a collection, because these, like I said, these are cheaper than buying legit regular DVDs. I am missing some movies. I do have 10,000 BC. I have that. Of course, it was a trash movie, I know, but it was still about the era. I love those type of movies. And I got, I think The Job with Jason Stamos, which I'm also missing. It's someone's so-called borrowing it. But that's my Blu-ray collection for now. It's not extensive. Like I said, I only buy certain movies. Not really big on just getting everything in Blu-ray because I don't think everything is Blu-ray worthy. And like I said, certain movies like this is because of the action in it. Gotta eventually take my time and watch this movie. I am probably gonna pick up Enemy of the State, which is one of my favorite movies. I just saw it at Target for $9, but I looked on Amazon and they have it for like $7. That's something I'm gonna get in the future. I do want to step my cartoon game up for my little cousins and my little brother. Dark Knight. I don't like the first Batman. Everybody thinks the first one, Batman, was a better one because they revamped the thing, but I just don't like it. I think this is way better than the first. All them other Batmans are absolute trash. So. But I don't get Blu-ray. I don't know, like the way the digital copy thing is going on and how it's easy you get the technology to copy and burn stuff. Even if it's streaming, it's more convenient to do that than to go out and buy a $20 Blu-ray. So I don't know how long Blu-ray is going to be. It's popular. And now with the 4K stuff about to come out, who knows what's going to happen when they start doing the next best thing with that, when they start making 4K content and DVD. I don't know, but that's my collection. I'm out.